Incorporated in 1989.
1989?
Yes. Your business can outlive the founder and outlive yourself. So you need to create structures that allow the business to succeed without you being there. Look, there's nothing that we trade that you can't find anywhere else. But the difference with what we do is the way we give it to our customers. First time we're approaching a financial institution for a large loan. They're like, the guy said, is it cards? I said, no, not cards. I said, cards. He said, which kind of cards? He said, is it plastic cards? I said, no. I said, it's greeting cards. And he just couldn't understand. But then we showed them the numbers. The eyes popped when they see some of these numbers.
What's up, guys? How are you doing today? It's Aina here again. I'm currently in Abuja, and today I have an awesome story to tell you guys. I am currently here with Mr. Dele Balogun, who is the MD of Celebrations. It's a one-stop shop for all your gift needs, presents, and anything you want to give to any of your loved ones. So how are you doing today?
Very well, Tayo. Thanks for having me here.
For you guys to have a lot of branches all over Nigeria, I want you to share your story about how this was started.
I would say a little bit of luck and a little bit of necessity. So quite frankly, it was incorporated in 1989.
1989?
Yes. We're looking at about 33 years now.
33 years?
Yes.
Wow.
It started way before then though, from
okay.
the usual Nigerian story. You start from the trunk of your car, you sell a few things, but it was incorporated in 1989. It was started with my father. It was just about, look, university students in Jos were cool. They wanted to give, nice gifts to their loved ones. Figured out, let's put something in the university that will enable people to sort of exchange a card, a pen, as easy as that. That's what it started as, a kiosk at the University of Jos.
Wow.
Yes.
We started from a kiosk.
Yes. We eventually came into Abuja with the first store in 1999, and then subsequently opened a couple more stores. I came into the picture sometime in 2012, 13, after my father passed away. Now we are in Lagos, Abuja, and Jos.
Most businesses don't last that long. So what has been the secret for having a business that has lasted this long in Nigeria?
I'll say one of my major passions in life is expressing this to a lot of people, a lot of businesses, that your business can outlive the founder and outlive yourself. So you need to create structures that allow the business to succeed without you being there. It takes a lot of drive. A lot of us are, are very passionate about what we do now. I'd imagine that tayoainafilms will grow into something that is, an empire.
Amen. That's what I
Exactly. In doing that, it means that you need more people. You need to create a team. You need some, there's a lot you can't do by yourself all the time. Sure. So allowing yourself first to know that is important gives you the room to grow. One of the things, like I said, I'm dedicated to doing is making sure that people sort of see that, these things can happen. I was a very reluctant entrepreneur. I wanted to be in my suit and tie and work in the office. I really did. Yeah, a lot of people are like, I want to be my own boss. Yeah. I want to do that. And I really just enjoyed working.
That's a new perspective.
Yeah,
most people are always like,
I know.
They want to own their
own
business.
I know. But look at it now. I mean, not everybody can. At the end of the day, you also need people to also work within your business.
True.
So you just need to figure out where you are and then align it and then create that structure around what you want to achieve. Yes. It's tough, but it's doable.
So what has it been like running a business in Nigeria?
Nigeria, for a strong man, as you would say. I mean, it's crazy. Look, there's nothing that we trade that you can't find anywhere else. But the difference with what we do is the way we give it to our customers and then keep them from coming back. We have generations of customers. I'm talking about a grandmother, her daughter, and her child. And it's very impressive when you see things like that. It means that you're doing something that keeps them coming back. So it's tough in Nigeria, but you need really good people, and you've got to invest in your people. You cannot stop doing that, and people will do things for you. When you make sure that they're well taken care of. It's extremely important. People, that's the main thing I think that you've got to invest in to create a long-term business. Yes. The other thing, obviously, is that Nigeria, as we all know, it has its own wahala. The structures are not there and all of that, but it might not be a good thing that we have been battered this way, but it's made us strong.
Yeah. True.
Yes. So that resilience allows us to sort of keep going.
This is one of your units, right?
Yes, this is one of our locations. This was started in 2015.
Oh, okay.
So we've been here about 6 years now.
6 years?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Yes, and it's our largest location in Abuja.
Really?
Yes.
Where's
yes.
this one?
So this
What
is
area
Aminu
this?
Kano in Wuse 2.
Oh, okay.
Downtown Abuja.
Downtown
Let's put
Abuja.
it that way.
Okay.
So on this floor, it's a bit of everything. We've got accessories.
Oh, yeah?
So we've got cufflinks for men and women.
So how do you guys know what to like
Buy.
stock here? Because
Have a
gifts
nice
are like
eye. No, it's
gifts are
dynamic.
like gifts can be anything.
Of course.
So
of
how do you
course.
guys know what to source and what to exactly buy for your
I think
customers?
so. We take a lot of data from customers as
Oh,
well.
okay.
So we ask what they want,
Okay.
and then we have buying periods in which we sort of source for these items.
Okay.
But typically, we have a curation of items in which we can obviously get through. And over there, we wrap a lot of items. People come in and bring their things in to wrap. We also have gift curators, so people who actually go out and buy things for people.
Oh, okay.
And then we work with them to make their sourcing easier. Upstairs, we have more of the greeting cards, plush items, and general homeware. So we've got teddy bears, we've got an array of
Ooh, this is a
greeting
lot of cards.
Yes, it's quite a lot of cards.
It's a lot of cards.
But it allows us to sort of have a good mix of everything. You understand? So there's a bunch of cards for literally anything, so there's stuff for support. I don't know if
This is for people that are trading crypto currently.
Exactly, in a difficult time,
This is
please.
for crypto traders.
So you can send one to them and tell them that don't worry, it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Okay, you even have it listed by
Exactly, the kind of type.
the kind of type.
Exactly.
Oh, write your own message. Congrats. Oh, this is cool.
Exactly.
I don't think I've ever been to any place that I've seen so many cards like this displayed.
Pretty much. So it allows us to just sort of, offer that, So like I said, people take their time to sort of pick out what the expression they want to remit to other people.
What do you have to say about funding in business?
The most important thing you have to do is to understand that, look, you need to keep your record straight, first of all. The first time we're approaching a financial institution for a large loan, and they said, you sell cards. They're like, the guy said, is it cards? I said, no, not cards. I said, cards. He said, which kind of cards? He said, is it plastic cards? I said, no. I said, it's greeting cards. And he just couldn't understand. But then we had the record. We showed them the numbers. The eyes popped when they see some of these numbers. So even when you start small, make sure that your numbers are good. Keep them on a piece of paper, write everything down, what you're earning, what you're making, and then you can bring it out. A lot of people have money to invest. You just need to show, you need to tell a story for people to buy into. It's tough, but it can be done. And there's a big commerce market in Nigeria, from Kano to Lagos, Port Harcourt, Calabar, everywhere. Trade is what drives us. So we need to sort of just tap into that as much as we can.
How were you guys able to create a niche? And how were you able to also grow something that people are not really used to?
Because of our length of operations, we've worked through different periods. So the baby boomers were our customers at once, the millennials, and now the Gen Zs. And they all have different traits in the way they give things. For example, I said we sell greeting cards. And most people will be like, it's not just to send a happy birthday text or send a tweet or an Instagram. In fact, people want to post, they have to post their picture.
Post your picture on Instagram.
Like it's a birthday. But you realize, funny enough, that recently we've seen a turnaround in our sales of greeting cards. And it's driven a lot by millennials and Gen Zs. People now want to write letters. There's now acts of service as gifting. So you find people that will say, I don't want you to buy me a fragrance. I don't want you to buy me this. I want you to take your time and write me a letter. That kind of thing. There's more effort into it.
It's not just like posting a picture on Instagram.
Exactly. So that effort to come out and read the card and it speaks to the person. You find that because of this consistency, customers trust you. For my first 5 years in this, I never ran any ads.
Really?
It was strictly word of mouth. It was organic. When I came in, and it was a case of oh, do you know this place? Do you know this place? Go there, and then they keep. Because of the way you sort of give it out, and it's very important that you keep that culture in there.
What are some of the major challenges?
It's tough, but I'll go with the positive points. There's a lot of people we can look up to. People like Mrs. Ogunlesi, people like the Kasmo of Essenza, people that run in the trade and retail businesses. They've done these things for so long and they're absolutely geniuses at what they do. You just need to look into what they've done, visit their establishments to realize how much impact they put into the industry, especially retail, which is where we play. I went through my own first recession in 2015. At that point, the dollar went up to, I think, 600 at a point in the black market. But again, like I said, you realize that Nigerians are resilient. It's a bit unfair on us, but you just have to keep innovating and create other sort of avenues to sort of stay afloat, and then that keeps you going.
The gifts you guys sell, are most of them made in Nigeria, or are they imported?
Now, we work with a lot of international brands. What we realized is that during the lockdown, especially, when obviously everything stopped, we saw an upturn of locally manufactured items. A particular department of ours, we now almost 100% source locally, so that's actually quite interesting. Also, because of the competition, because the local suppliers see what we bring in, it pushes them to actually up their game a lot. And that is where we're sort of going to. We want to make sure that in the next 5 years, at least 50% of our items are sourced locally.
Talking about in the next 5 years, where do you see celebrations? How many outlets do you have now, first of all?
So we have 2 major outlets in Abuja, one in Lagos, in Lekki, in Jos as well. Initially, when we started, we wanted to have smaller units of buildings and scale all across Nigeria. And then we realized that the kind of service or the kind of products we offered only afforded for us to have large locations in specific cities. So, which is what we have now pivoted to.
All from a kiosk.
All from a kiosk, yes. All from a kiosk. I mean, Nigeria is a great country, it's large. People are brilliant. We've just had unfortunate incidences in the past, but there's hope for the country, and we want to be part of that story. The next 5 years, and 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, when I'm not here, counted as a part of the good stories that people can look up to and say, you know, these people inspired me to do what I'm doing now.
So my last question for you is, what is your advice to a lot of young people, young Africans out there who are watching this? What's your advice to them in terms of like building something this long?
I would say the resilience. Some of us have had it panel beaten into us because of the country we live in. I would say understand the concept of good governance. Good governance doesn't just start with saying that, oh, you create a board that oversees your things. You know, once you start your business, pay yourself a salary. You understand? Put yourself on the books. Put your records together. Make your numbers speak a story. You understand? And make sure that you're able to sort of document things properly. That creates that discipline so that you yourself now realizes that you're part of something bigger. It's not about you, it's about the business. You know, as much as possible, keep the brand ahead of yourself. Create a path to scale. That doesn't center just around you. Extremely important. Beat your ego, quite frankly, that's the main thing. And it will make it, you'll most likely make it. At the same time, you need to sort of slow down within that system and realize the path that you want to create for yourself. Extremely important.
So stay innovative.
Stay innovative. Yes.
Thank you very much for sharing your story. I really appreciate it. I also believe a lot of people out there who are watching this have learned a lot from this video. So guys, you know, as we always say, we are here to support African businesses all over. So I'm going to link the pages below to Celebrations, Instagram page, website, and phone number. If you're out there and you want to buy something for any of your loved ones, or you want to buy something for me. So guys, that's all I have for you today. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.